pattern 2. Pattern 2 is a bit unusual in that it starts with the second finger and does a lot of this 2-4, 2-4, and then 1-4 business. Pattern 1 started with the second finger also, but since we're doing a major groove, we might be more hardwired to know that already, because in any kind of major situation, you want to use the second finger as the starting finger so that you can grab that major third as well as the perfect fifth right here. But this is pattern 2, and pattern 2 also starts on the second finger, and it has to so that I can reach this note right here. Now, this is not to say that you'll always, you know, especially if this pattern shows up in a minor, where you'll be doing a lot of that you always have to stay in this 2-4, 2-4 position. I definitely will make my hand smaller and use, you know, this kind of fingering, which I much prefer to this. This is really uncomfortable for me, but this I can do. And then if I need this note, my hand will open up quickly. For the purpose of the technical exercises, however, and for most of the things in this segment, with the exception of the feature groove, I recommend that you use the 2-4 fingering, because it gives those two fingers a great workout. All right, let's play through it. So I'm playing from the lowest note to the highest, and don't try to hear it. This is where the auditory learning really doesn't help, because this is my root, right? I'm not starting on the root. I'm playing from the lowest possible note in the position that has these 5 notes in them to the highest. Here we go, from the bottom up. And back down without turning around. Okay, let's turn this around and go from the top down back up. I'm going to say the note names just for kicks. D, B, A, G, E, D, B, A, B, D, E, G, A, B, and D. Could also say the scale degrees. You know what to do. So from the major root all the way up, back down, starting on the major root, all the way down, back to the major root. That's quite some ways, because I'm starting on the second note, right? So major root, then the minor root, all the way up. Let's say the scale degrees on that one. Root, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, 5, 4, flat 3, root, flat 7, 5, and 4. Okay? Root in between each scale degree. From the root, major, going up, back down, all right, that's a bit of a spider contortion here, but great to practice legato. Okay, and if you practice it not legato, meaning staccatos or short, then be mindful about being staccato, because you certainly will get a lot of mileage out of doing this also, especially with the metronome. Now, with these exercises, it really pays to play as clean as you possibly can. Be mindful of the note length, of the muting. Don't just try to get through them as fast as possible. Then it tends to get a sloppy habit rather than being really helpful. So metronome, go slow, and be mindful if whether you want to decide beforehand, am I going to play it slurred or am I going to be playing it separated? Now with the minor root, all right, that was pattern 2, which I call the boot, because when I look at it from the top, there's my shaft, there's the sole of the boot, and I'm ready to slide right in. Have a look at the PDF. It will give you a variation of major and minor, as always with the fingerings as well as with the scale degrees. And happy practicing of the boot.